It's important to prioritize small, consistent steps to create a sustainable self-care routine for the year ahead. Joining me in the studio to help create the right self-care checklist for you is mental health professional Calissa Ngozi. Calissa, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you
to the new year, and just welcome back.
2025.
It is. It's here so fast. And tell me, Calissa, right off the hop, why is self-care essential to our mental health?
So one of the programs that I developed is called the Oxygen Mask Mindset. And the whole premise is that we need to take care of ourselves before we can take care of anybody else. And this is professionally and it's also personally. So it's taking a look at my life, what's happening, what's causing me these stresses, and what can I do to make sure that I can show up for the people and things that matter.
I'm not the greatest handwriter, but I have the numbers 1 to 10 here. Now, I know that there's 3 on the board there, but let's create this checklist, okay? You know what? Why don't you start?
So for me, I actually like to put it into 4 different categories. So we want to make sure that our physical needs are met, our emotional needs are met, our social needs are met, and our relational needs are met.
Okay, give me some examples.
So when we're talking about physical, we want to make sure that we're maintaining our physical health.
So we're doing this, right? We're doing that.
Whether it's working out, whether it's going for a walk, those things are important to get you started. Also, drinking water first thing in the morning, okay? So that's your physical.
And you know what? Drink some water.
Stay hydrated.
That's right.
So in terms of emotional, we want to make sure that our emotional needs are met. So whether we're in relationship professionally or personally, with our families, with our friends, with our partner, are those needs being met? So are we spending time together? Are we being intentional about that? Relationship can happen with a 10-minute phone call, a 5-minute text message, or really going out and spending quality time with the people and things that matter. So that's important.
Number 3 was social.
Social. So with our social needs, get out there and hang out with your people. Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether you're dating, whether you're married, it doesn't matter. Because as humans, we are not meant to do life alone. So it's important that we're intentional about fostering those relationships because it's really good for the way that our brain is wired as well.
And relation is our last one.
Relationship, it can really be a lot of different things. For me, it's about mindfulness. So creating that space and time for having relationship with yourself. That's the important piece. Knowing that you matter. So that's going to translate differently for each person. For me, it's okay, I'm going to take 5 minutes at the beginning of each day before I get my kids up for school, before any routines start, and I'm going to look myself in the mirror and I'm going to say, Calissa, you're worth it. This day is going to be fantastic. Go out and do what you're supposed to do.
I had a good friend, and I'll tell you that I'm an 80s child, and every day, no matter what the newspaper, social media feed, they would read. Read 5 or 10 minutes a day. I'm assuming there's some health benefits to that as well, right?
Oh, absolutely, because what you're doing is training your brain, right? So it doesn't matter what you're reading, if it's romance, if it's a thriller, if it's fiction, nonfiction, you're training your brain in that moment to just not worry about anything else but what's on the page. And that is what self-care is. So it's gonna look differently for everybody. For you, it might be reading a book. For me, it might be going to the spa. For other people, it might be working out. And for some others, it might be just spending that quality time with one another.
And you know what? I hear the 4-letter word yoga can be so beneficial. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yoga, Pilates, all of those pieces. And I think a lot of people can be intimidated if they're not used to those types of exercises. But you don't need to go to an advanced level. Just go to a beginner class, practice being calm, the techniques that they'll show you. And there's just something really special about being able to connect in that way.
And let's go back to the physical one because the first thing you think about is obviously working out. But a gym membership is not mandatory, correct?
Oh, absolutely not. There is YouTube. So there's a lot of free videos.
That's free, Calissa. That's free.
Yes, absolutely.
What else is some complimentary things that we can do?
Well, I think, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? Maybe it's something that you're picking up that you haven't done in a long time. I know in January, a lot of times we spend, you know what, I'm going to have a New Year's resolution. I want to learn to play the piano. I want to learn to sing. I want to learn to whatever it looks like for you. And I think being intentional about finding a hobby that you enjoy, whether it's with someone or by yourself, can really just encourage that, that self-care.
Do you know what my hobby is?
What?
So we're taping on a Monday. I play in a card league.
A card league. That's good.
League. And you know what? The best part, I'm going to go on a little ramble here, but the best part about it is we're in teams of 10, and every week you get a new partner. So you're kind of meeting somebody, you're talking to somebody, and you have opponents. There's always different. So That's how I take care of myself. I play cards.
That's amazing. But you know what? You're taking care of yourself on multiple levels. And like I said, we're not meant to do life alone. So you have that human connection piece as well.
I can assure you that I don't live alone. That's
Yeah.
for sure. I am not that person. Calissa, I'm looking forward to our February chat.
Yes, me too.
All right, thank you so much.